Hello, everyone, and happy Monday! Thank you so much for joining me in creating this fun mini album using our March Hip Kit. I'm really excited to share all the bright colors in the kit as well as the fun embellishments that I used to create this project. So, I actually pre-printed all my photos because I did have an idea of what I wanted to create, which this mini album is actually about some of my current favorite top 10 things in life. I thought it would be really fun to kind of look back and see like, oh my gosh, Instagram, that doesn't even exist anymore. So I thought that would be really fun. So as you see me here now, I'm just grabbing a bunch of the papers in our kit and tracing them with the record. And I'm sure I could have gone on my Cameo and cut them out, but I just feel like some things can be done by hand. So I'm actually doing a rough cut first because I can't cut as well if I have a bunch of paper hanging off. So now I'm going to go in and fine detail cut it. I just love how fun and bright all these papers are, and I think they're going to look really fun together. All the different patterns, and I don't really like things to be matchy-matchy. I think it's much more interesting to have kind of an eclectic yet coordinating set of papers as well as embellishments to work with. So I'm just kind of figuring out which papers I want to be side by side, and then I'm just going to take my Crop-A-Dile and go ahead and do 2 hole punches. And really, if you guys remake this, you should do the holes right next to each other instead of so spread out, but the book still works out. I just think it would have turned a little bit easier if I would have done them closer together. So I'm flipping through, I'm happy with the order of all the pages. So now I'm going to kind of grab some of the things that we get in our kit and basically play around with an idea of what kind of design I want for the cover. In this particular project, I did have an idea that I wanted to do my top 10, honestly because I ran out of pictures to scrapbook. I really only scrapbook pictures of my own life, and because I create so many projects, I literally run out of pictures, which sounds crazy, I know. But so I decided to take pictures of the stuff that I love or really like and do the top 10. So that was planned, but as far as the design goes, I have no idea what I'm going to create until it actually starts to come together. So what I did was I retraced the cover and cut it smaller so I could kind of have an off-centered circle. And while I love the other side of the feather paper, I feel like the green triangle was perfect because it wasn't too busy, but it still had some interest to it for the background. And now I'm just pulling different elements, and you guys are going to see me mess with this little heart for a few seconds. I'm really trying to make it work. It's just so cute. It actually doesn't end up making it on the project, but that's okay because it will definitely land on a project that is meant to be on. So I'm finally getting my title down, and I'm calling it Top 10. And I thought it was really fun to just make the 1 and the O collide as a 0. I thought that was cute. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the title, as well as this love that you will see me put on here in a moment. And I just love to layer with embellishments. Previously, I would mostly just layer with paper and maybe not have as many embellishments. And through designing for this amazing kit that I get every month, I've really kind of started to train myself, but it's become really easy to do because of the eclectic mix of items that we get in the kit. But I kind of just basically retrain myself to rethink the way that I scrapbook, and it's okay and it's fun to layer with different things other than paper. And I think that's definitely something I've picked up through using these kits, and I really like that. So what I did is I actually took a picture of it, because sometimes things, when you go to glue it down, they get moved. In this case, everything pretty much stuck together. I got lucky. That like never happens. So it all stayed in place. Then I'm just taking a Zig Signature photo pen and basically creating a fake stitch around the page, and I kind of wanted it to be messy. So I did a couple of lines over each other, basically overlapping them. And then we're going to get started on the inside. So this is the only page where it's both sides are about the same thing. And in this case, I am documenting how much I adore Instagram. I use it daily. I'm just thrilled that any of you follow me, and I'm so thankful for all of you that do follow me, or even if you don't follow me and you just comment and like my stuff. And I love to do sneak peeks of my projects that are coming up on Mondays, and it just gets me really excited that you guys are excited about it. And you know, we just have such a great community of crafters, and it's just so fun to share everything we create, as we're all in such different parts of the world. So that little badge that says InstaLove, I knew that it was meant to be on this page, and it's all about my love of Instagram, and it just had to go on there. And I'm really excited to use that piece because it's so cute. Then I'm moving over to the right side, and I'm just not really worrying about being perfect. I'm just having fun being creative, and I'm not worried about everything being symmetrical and everything being in whatever the definition of perfect might be to someone. I'm literally just having fun with the paper and the embellishments, and I'm just placing them wherever, you know, wherever I end up putting them. And then what I'm doing is I love the washi tape. It's so fun. I love how the colors, I guess, are variegated. I'm not really sure what the word is, but and then that blue washi tape, I mean, again, it's all about taking photographs and Instagram and smiling and all about just photography. And I really wanted to use that washi tape, so I ended up creating a layered look by making it a background. And then I'm playing around with these Daily Flash October afternoon stickers, which again, I adore, and I love that it says Instagrammed with a little wooden green heart. And then who doesn't love enamel dots? They're amazing. And then I'm taking these really awesome, they're almost like vellum, they're Studio Calico letters, and I'm writing Insta. And you can't really see it now, but now you can see it. Like when you're actually looking at it, the red actually shows up really well against the black. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all my photos and essentially lay them out on which page I want them. The way I created this book as I wasn't worried about, oh my gosh, what do I love the most, and having to sit here and think about, ooh, do I love this more or do I love that more? For me, I'm just documenting what I love. Who cares what order it's in? Let's just have fun creating it. Let's not be so specific about it. So that's really the way I've been working lately. I'm not worried about everything being so matchy. I love things to coordinate, and it makes it so easy using this kit to coordinate everything. You don't really have to think about that part because it already all coordinates. And then I'm using this fabulous Studio Calico letters again, and I'm writing arm candy. I have a huge jewelry collection. I love jewelry, and it's just so much fun to wear. You know that like couple of embellishments or that one less embellishment that you put on your page, or you do the splatter effect and it just finishes it off perfectly. That's what you needed. I feel that's the way jewelry is too. It finishes off your outfit and your look, and there's so many different types of embellishments or jewelry out there that it suits your need for whatever you're feeling or creating that day. So I knew documenting my love of jewelry definitely had to go in this book. So I'm just placing these really cute sequins that almost have like a pearly finish on them. They're just really cute, and I thought the sequins would look really good on this page and fit the theme as well. And then, honestly, I was not going to put any people or animals or anything living in the book, but how could I make a book and not put Molly in it? It just doesn't work. Those of you who follow my every video, I'm very thankful, and I know you guys are probably sick of seeing Molly, as she's pretty much what I document. So, of course, she made it into the book, and she has like a million names, but her actual name is Molly Doll. So I kind of just put MD on a lot of pages, because it's such a long name that I'd rather just put MD, and it looks cute. And I know what it means, and that's all that matters. My family knows what it means too. So what I'm doing is I took that herringbone paper, and I'm essentially trying to create some type of layered or textured background, just like I did previously. So I decided that's not really working like when I did it with the washi tape. So that's not really working, so I decided to maybe make them go up instead of sideways and basically create like a badge that you might wear on your shirt, like, oh, you got first place, like a first place ribbon. So essentially I'm taking all the embellishments and collaging them together into a cluster and making my own embellishment out of all of them by creating a cluster. And I love the little metal badge that says click, 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 because I'm constantly taking pictures of her. She's so sick of it. She usually runs when I have my phone out. My phone is the only thing I take my pictures on, unless it's an Instax, which, automatically prints. So there she is, my little Molly. On to the next page. Now I'm going to document my love of how much I love smoothies on the left. And then you're going to see a picture of me on the right in black and white. And really, I was going to highlight how much, this might sound creepy, but how much I love to wear fake eyelashes. I generally don't leave the house without them. So I knew those also needed to go in here, but I didn't want to take pictures of eyelashes. That's kind of odd. My mother calls them caterpillars when she sees them like near my makeup stuff. So I decided to just do a double whammy and put myself, and also think, oh my gosh, I love my fake eyelashes that I wear, I guess. So, because I also think it's important to love yourself before you love anyone else. So I'm just writing yum with these wonderful thickers, and the color just is amazing of those thickers. And then I'm taking this because I love strawberry banana smoothies. This was like my first time I think I ever had an Einstein bagel smoothie. And then we also just recently got Wawa's in the past year, and I absolutely love their smoothies as well. I usually do overnights at work once or twice a week, where I work from like 5:30 p.m. on one day till 9 a.m. the next morning. And whenever I get off work, since it's like 8:45 or 9, I always stop in Wawa or Einstein and get a smoothie. So that's definitely a weekly thing that I do. So that also needed to make it in here. And then at this point, I turn over my Daily Flash October afternoon stickers and I realize, oh my gosh, there's all these wonderful numbers. And this book is all about doing top 10. So let's use these numbers. So that's what I did. I went back and basically put numbers down on each page. So on this page, just as I've done in the past, I've basically taken the paper and made my own layered background with a circular design. So I'm going to kind of play around with it, and in the end I end up using it, and I really like the way it turns out. So I'm just kind of playing with it. It's different working on a smaller surface, you know, when you do mini albums. And so what I did here with this background is I actually took the wonderful stamp set that we have in this month's kit, and I stamped it next to each other, which is what you see, that black and white. I just stamped them next to each other 3 in a row to create my own background. And I just stamped it on the white cardstock that comes in the kit with some black archival ink. Those stamps, they stamp wonderful. So it was really easy to line them up. It came out clean, and I thought it looked really cool. I would really definitely like to play around more so with that background stamp that I used there. I think you could do some really cool stuff with that. And then again, I'm creating these small clusters using the October Afternoon Daily Flash. I'm really liking making clusters lately, and especially on a mini album where you really don't have a lot of room, it's really great to do. And I'm just adding some enamel dots, and then I'm going to add like a little title. And I'm going to add those circles finally. I knew I wanted to use them. You kind of always go with, I guess, your gut feeling or your initial feeling. And one of the first things I did was cut out those circles. So they ultimately did end up on the page. I'm just doing a little bit of outlining to kind of pick up that black and make those circles almost look like they're somewhat popped up or raised. And those two blacks were totally clashing, so I had to take the one black dot off, or circle that I created. And the yellow doesn't make it on. Oh, excuse me. Kind of adding the blue and the red circle. And then I'm going to use the Studio Calico letters. I'm going to write me with a little heart right there where I'm trying to put that embellishment cluster, which actually gets used on the next page. So this is number 5. I'm going to write me, and then this page is complete. So if you guys have records laying around, whether it's the big one or the small one, you should totally create something. I actually had an intention to alter these in a different way, but I'm so glad I saved it for this. I just knew it was perfect. So originally I actually did want to make this whole book with Instax photos, but it just didn't work out. So this is the only Instax that made it in, but I also love my Instax camera, so I kind of thought that essentially also went in there. So again, I'm playing off this circle effect, and I'm spilling Coke around the circle. And this page, I love how quick it came together. It was so effortless, and it just worked out. And that doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's really awesome. And that's exactly what happened in this page. So I'm just documenting my love of Coke and really playing off that red. And yes, I know Coke is terrible for you. I can't even finish a whole one. I usually pour half of it for somebody else. I just can't drink the whole thing, but I still love Coke. My favorite is actually cherry Coke, especially from Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, if you guys have Chick-fil-A, their cherry Coke is amazing. So that little "this happened" is just, I stamped it 3 times in 3 different color inks on white paper and layered them to make my own embellishment. And then on the right side here, I'm documenting, I would say this is definitely a new love for me anyways. Love of gold. I'm always a silver person. I don't like gold jewelry, but recently I've definitely been getting into it. And my friend gave me this fabulous gold BB skirt, and it's beautiful. I haven't worn it yet just because I really feel it's for a special occasion. I don't want to just wear it out. So I'm kind of saving it, I guess. So here I've written gold in the thickers, and I'm going to have 2 yellow stars and some yellow enamel dots. And I'm just going to practice writing, "Oh, how I love gold." And just put, "Oh, happy day," and do a little brown tag at the top where it says "the best there ever was." And those tags are just reused packaging from our kit. Kimberly, who owns Hip Kit, will label everything, which, oh my gosh, helps me so much when I'm filming. So I just reuse those and use them as embellishments. So on the right side, I'm documenting my love of Apple products, specifically my iPhone 5S, as well as my MacBook Pro. You guys know I'm going to be going to school for graphic design to essentially make my own scrapbook products, and my MacBook Pro was definitely the best investment I've ever made. I absolutely love it. My videos, as you guys have seen, have gotten so much better because of the technology that I can actually edit my videos now. I mean, I use it every single day. Both of them. My iPhone, that's all I take my photos on, and that's what I use. I mean, I just use both every day. I just love both of them, so I knew they needed to go on there. And this page came together pretty quick as well. It's like once I'm on a roll, I'm on a roll, and things just really just fall into place and they work out well. And then on the left side, yes, I know that hamburger is massive. My friend and I went out to Outback Steakhouse to kind of just have lunch and catch up, and I ordered the Bloomin' Burger, which tasted really good, but seriously, look how big that is. Like, I cannot eat that whole thing. I ended up basically smushing it down, taking off the bun, and eating it, and I still couldn't finish all of it. So basically, this is just me documenting my love of eating out and eating in general, not even specifically this meal. But it was a fun meal to document because of how obnoxiously big this hamburger is. I know some of you aren't in America, you're kind of all over the world. So maybe you guys don't get meals like this. I don't know if it's just America where everything is so big. I don't know. But again, I'm creating a little cluster, and I'm using this black tag, and I end up cutting it in half and putting one on each side, and they're self-adhesive and those things stick. I really, really like those chalk tags. And the reason I use the "oh my" is because, yes, so as I finish off that page, I'm going to document how much I love my jeans. So this page also came together really, really easy, and it was really fun to do. It's very simple but cute, and I think it was important to document how much I love my jeans because I'm a nanny and I can't really dress up too much and be functional. Playing outside in such a dress and wedges doesn't really work out with kids too often. So I pretty much live in my jeans, and these particular jeans are called Miss Me jeans, and I wear them so much because they're super blingy and bedazzled and really, really girly and just fun to wear. So that's essentially how I dress up for work. So I ended up stamping "This Happened" out from our stamp set in this month's kit, and adhering it on the inside on that little interactive fold with a heart. And just add some dots for a finishing touch. Now basically what I'm going to do is bind the entire book together, and then I'm going to show you guys there's still one last page to be created. It's not part of the top 10, but it's just part of finishing off the design. So you kind of get a flip through of the book. So here I'm going to play off on all the colors on the left. I don't even realize that I end up doing this because when I create, I do not think. I just create it. But as you look at it, you know, there's blues and yellows and all the colors that played off. So thank you guys so much for watching my HipKit project, and I really hope this inspires you to create something using our kit as well. Thank you for watching.